Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? I'm Max Kahn. Please just give me a wave, a thumbs up, a love heart if you can hear me. I'm using this microphone. Erna, if you can hear me, please indicate. I've got this new microphone and it's specially for you, Erna. Especially for Erna. Okay, guys, I assume you can all hear me and all see me. That's wonderful. Well, my name is Max Kahn, and this is the Be Coinwise presentation. And I just want to tell you right at the beginning that never, ever before have I lent my name or endorsed any product up until now when I was introduced to Be Coinwise in, let me think, March, April this year. So I've been a member now for about 6 months, and it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so my lovely friends, let me think now. Okay, just give me a thumbs up because I'm using this microphone. I don't want to keep going on and on and on if you can't hear me. Someone give me a thumbs up, indicate if everybody can hear me. Hugh, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. I'm using this new microphone. I'm pointing to it. And okay, Erna can hear me. Erna, is the sound quality good? Is it nice and loud and crystal clear? Oh, I hope so. Well, anyway, my lovely friends, this is the presentation, and I just want to say I always like to start with a little poem to impress upon you the value of time. And my favorite poem that does that is the Minute poem, and it goes something like this: I only have a minute, just 60 seconds in it, forced upon me, can't refuse it, didn't seek it, didn't choose it. It's up to me to use it. Give an account if I should abuse it. I will suffer if I lose it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. You know, I think that's a lovely poem. It rhymes so beautifully, and it's so powerful and so impactful. And it really impresses upon you the value of time, and more importantly, how little time we have. But for us, it really emphasizes that we should take action. And when we come across a product that is outstanding, we should grab that and seize that. And that's what we're going to do tonight, because if there's anybody that's a guest, just give me a thumbs up if you're a guest for the first time tonight. I see Mapula, Pri Hempson, Tebo, Carl, Hugh, Erna, Bottomello, Bella. Okay, so anyway, let's get right into the presentation. So I'm going to share my screen with you now, and let's go through the presentation together. Thank you so much. Right. Okay, so I'll just make this screen big. There we go. Okay, my lovely friends, welcome to the Be Coinwise Business Opportunity. And let's get right into the first screen. Now, this first slide that you're looking at right now, it's indicative of the turnover, the yearly turnover and the monthly turnover and the transaction fees of 5 of the major, let's say, South African retailers, South African blue chip companies. And if you look at the first part, you know, you do your shopping, and let's say you spend 1,000 rand. You know, the shopping that you do every day, the any day, everyday shopping, not special goods or luxury goods, but your everyday shopping, groceries, petrol for the car, medication, toiletries, cosmetics, lifestyle products, that sort of thing. So let's say you spend 1,000 rand, you typically pay with your card at the pay point, and immediately 1,000 rands is removed, taken from your bank account. And then we're using a transaction fee of 1.5%, just as an example. It might be more, it might be less. That's 15 rand. So the merchant ends up with 985 rands. That 15 rands goes somewhere. It goes to the banks. It goes to Visa. It goes to MasterCard, people like that. Now, let's just take ShopRite. Okay, there's 5 merchants there: Discount Clicks, Pick and Pay, ShopRite, and Total Energies. Let's choose which one we'll take. ShopRite. Everybody happy with ShopRite? If you're happy with ShopRite, give me a thumbs up. Okay, ShopRite. In the year 2024, that was last year, ShopRite's annual turnover was 128 billion rands. That's a monthly turnover of almost 11 billion rands. Now, if you look at the blue section of that rectangle, okay, if you look at the blue section, the monthly transaction fee based on 1.5% of that sales is 147 million rands. Now, why do I tell you this? Why do I show you this? Why do I start the BeCoinWise presentation with these figures? Well, I'll tell you why. It's to impress upon you up to now the money that you and I, the shoppers, have been leaving on the table. What do I mean by that? Well, that 147 million, and it's just one shop, just one shop, ShopRite. Sorry, 160 million, 160 million, but you get the point. That's just one shop, and that's the kind of money we have been leaving on the table because we didn't have BeCoinWise and we didn't have something else, Sellbucks, but we've got both of them now. So that blue square in the rectangle is now, or going to be now, a thing of the past. Because if you're a BeCoinWise member with a Sellbucks wallet, you'll be getting a percentage of that transaction fee. And I think that's the way it should be. Don't you? If you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Right, my lovely friends, the momentum of change is here. With digital payments accelerating worldwide, driven by the mobile-first adoption and rapid technological progress, the urgency to provide a unified, secure, and inclusive solution has never been stronger. That solution is here. It is called Sellbucks. Now, there's a picture of a cell phone. There's another one, smartphone. There we go. There's mine sitting right here next to me. So I'm welcoming you to the new impact and profit of everyday transactions, because with BeCoinWise and Sellbucks, you now have in the palm of your hand a powerful tool, better than any bank. And let me talk a little bit more about Sellbucks, and you'll be absolutely amazed. But this is now a tool that's going to help you to save and help you to earn extra money. My lovely friends, welcome to Sellbucks Mobile Payments. What's so good about Sellbucks? Well, there's zero transaction fees. Yep, you heard me correctly. Zero transaction fees. And I think that's absolutely amazing. Now, before I carry on, just name one bank. Please, somebody name one bank. Put it in the messages. Name one bank that has or gives you zero transaction fees. Just one bank, not 5 or 6, just one. Just name one bank that you know of that gives you zero transaction fees. Well, you know what? We'll be here all night because I don't think there's any bank. I don't know of any bank that offers their clients zero transaction fees, but Sellbucks does. So what are you waiting for? On board are major retailers and small, medium enterprises that on board with Sellbucks and BeCoinWise, because it increases customer base and loyalty for merchants. And maybe the most important thing and the most altruistic thing is that it's circulating value within the community. And you as a shopper have the ability now to get some of that blue square, and you're going to be saving and you're going to be earning money. Okay, so my lovely friends, in a world that's moving faster than ever, Sellbucks, the digital payment platform, stands out as a powerful, secure digital wallet which is designed to put your money, rewards, and opportunities in the palm of your hand. You see, whether you're shopping, sharing, or earning, Sellbucks transforms your cell phone, this thing here, transforms your smartphone into a dynamic financial hub. It's fast, it's simple, and it's built for modern day living. And here's the great thing. here's the wonderful thing. Here's the game changer. The minute you join BeCoinWise, you automatically unlock your Cellbox digital wallet, absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's your gateway to a smarter, seamless, secure lifestyle. And by the way, you cannot just come in off the street and join Cellbox. It doesn't work like that. You have to be invited through a platform. And the platform that we are inviting you tonight is BeCoinWise. Okay, so here is the shopping ecosystem. Here is the BeCoinWise and Cellbox shopping ecosystem. And you will notice, my lovely friends, that there's 4 components. The Cellbox, top left, Cellbox, top right, BeCoinWise, bottom right, the shoppers, bottom left, the merchants. It's a closed loop system. And you will notice that the arrows go left and right and they go up and down. Now, let me tell you straight away that the most important component in this closed loop system is you, the shopper. You are the nucleus of this whole thing. Without you, the shopper, we don't need anything else. You are the most important thing. Then we have the merchants who you're going to be shopping with. And if you say, well, I don't like to shop with merchants, well, you've been doing it all your life. Every time you get into a shop, whether it's a spazzle shop or Pick and Pay, that's a merchant. And then Cellbox. Cellbox is a digital platform that we want you to start using to pay for the items that you buy. Whether you're buying groceries, paying for your water and lights and municipal utility accounts, we want you to use Cellbox digital payment platform. And then, of course, top right, BeCoinWise, well, that's the glue. That's the cohesiveness which keeps everything together and makes sure that every single transaction is allotted to the person responsible for doing it. BeCoinWise is a system that keeps all of this together. But remember, the most important person, the most important component is you, the shopper. So that's the 4 components of the BeCoinWise Cellbox system. Can't get any easier, can't get any simpler. This is the ecosystem. And as a member of BeCoinWise, you become part of that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit just quickly about merchants. What merchants are we talking about? Who are these merchants that have embraced BeCoinWise and Cellbox? Well, who's heard of Discam? Raise your hand if you've heard of Discam. I've heard of them. Discam, yep. And Clicks, I've heard of Clicks. I buy toiletries there. I buy medication there. I buy quite a lot there. And when I do go to Clicks, I use my Cellbox digital wallet. Okay, who's heard of Mr. Delivery, Hi-Fi Corporation, Incredible Connections, Spur, Rockomamas, Mug and Bean, Ackerman's, Take-A-Lot? Now, Take-A-Lot's very popular. But now, if we move just to the left of the slide, look at these merchants who's on board with Cellbox. What do I mean when I say on board? What I mean is they accept the Cellbox system. They accept the BeCoinWise system. It's a seamless integration, which makes your life easier because you're saving and you're earning money. So who are we talking about? We're talking about Pick and Pay, a major blue chip South African company, a major South African retailer that's been in business for decades. Checkers, Boxer, ShopRite, and Total Energies, they're all on board. I can tell you, I shouldn't tell you, but you're my pal, and I'm going to let you in a wee secret. Engine's coming on board. Astron's coming on board. Soon, every petrol station will be accepting Cellbox and BeCoinWise. And that is good news. It's wonderful news. It's fantastic news for you and I, the shopper, because we are getting a greater choice. We can go almost any and everywhere, and our BeCoinWise and our Cellbox wallet is acceptable. Now, this is only a few of the merchants. This is only a few. There are hundreds, there are thousands more Obviously, in the the scope of this presentation, I don't have the time to name every single one of them, but I'll tell you this, every single one of them is in the merchants directory that you get when you join BCoinWise. So you'll see at a glance, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. Okay, so why have we come up with this system? Why has BCoinWise created this beautiful altruistic system and aligned it with Cellbucks? Well, quite frankly, it's because there's the problem statement, the value proposition. It's because South African shoppers, that's you and I, are spending billions of rands. Now, you saw it in the first slide, just at one company, I think we used ShopRite. You saw it in the first slide, the kind of money we're spending every month shopping, not buying luxury goods, just ordinary. Can you hear me, lovely people? Please, I'm using this new microphone. If you can hear me okay, just please indicate, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, I'm gonna hold this thing in my hand. I'm gonna hold this in my hand. There it is there. Okay, it might be yeah, I think it's the first time I've used it in this presentation. Anyway, can you all hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, I don't know. I hope you can all hear me clearly. Erna, you're quite an audio fundy. Am I coming across crystal clear to you? Please let me know, Erna, by just giving me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. So, my lovely friends, you know what? I'm a Scotsman, and you know what they say about Scotsmen, that they like value for money. Well, they actually say that we're very tight-fisted. And even if when I spend 350 rands, I want value for money. And let me tell you something, with BeCoinWise, you get excellent value for money. Now, if we look at the right side of this slide, there's some of the things you get immediately when you join BeCoinWise and you open up your starter pack. You get a user manual, and that user manual tells you everything you need to know about BeCoinWise. You get a personal financial planner. That in and of itself is worth a couple of thousand rands. If you were to hire a financial planner, they would charge you thousands to tell you how to spend your money and how to save your money and how to use your money. Then you get a merchants directory. Now, I made reference to that earlier. You get a merchants directory, and in that directory is every single merchant that is on board with BeCoinWise and Sellbucks countrywide. And you can localize that. So you can, find out all the merchants that are in your area. There's also a products catalog, because as you can see, I'm wearing this nice shirt tonight, this nice golf shirt. And BeCoinWise has a whole range of apparel. They've got skip hats, they've got hoodies, they've got t-shirts, they've got the golf shirts, they've got everything. They've got tablecloths, flyers. Everything's designed to make your business work better, more efficiently, and easily. And of course, when you join BeCoinWise, automatically, BeCoinWise, as soon as you have paid your 350 Rand starter pack, BeCoinWise deposit in your account, in your Sellbucks wallet, 30 Rands. It's almost 10% of your outlay. So by the time you've joined, by the time your payment reflects, you get an SMS with your username and password. You can go onto the website. You'll also get an SMS from Sellbucks with your username and password. And your username is always your cell phone number minus the first zero. And the password is typically a 4 or 5 digit PIN, which you can use to go onto the system and then change at any future time to a password that you feel more comfortable with, so that you'll feel secure. But immediately, 30 rands is deposited into your account. Straight away, BeCoinWise put 30 rands into your Sellbucks wallet. Now, why did they do that? They do that because they want you to understand and to realize this works. This actually works. This system works. It's not something that's faulty. It works, and it works very, very quickly. In the 2 or 3 minutes that it took for your payment to reflect, Sellbucks has got 30 rands waiting for you, thanks to BeCoinWise. And that happens very, very quickly. Now, why they do that, that will give you confidence to realize that this digital payment platform actually works, and your money is safe, and your money is secure. And you can spend that 30 rands immediately on whatever you want at any participating merchant. And that's the great thing. Okay, right, my lovely friends, let's move on. So here's an example. I'm now giving you an example. Okay, this is the benefits and impacts of being a BeCoinWise and Sellbucks member. Now, the screen that you're looking at now, the slide that we're looking at now, is a once-off income. Okay. Now, if we look at the left of the slide, there's a big target there, and you've got the rings, and you've got the bullseye and the outer rings. If you look at the bullseye, it says you. And again, I emphasize and reiterate that most important person in this whole system is you, the shopper. Then if you go to the first outer ring, it says direct shoppers times 10, extended shoppers times 100, broader shoppers times 1,000, and market growth shoppers times 10,000. So that's the maximum number of people that you can have in your shopping ecosystem. Before I talk anymore, in BeCoinWise, all you have to do to get started is you need to know 10 people. And all you have to do is just tell these 10 people about BeCoinWise. They're going to create that first outer rung for you, the direct shoppers times 10. And then those 10 people are going to tell 10 other people. And that's going to create your extended shoppers of 100. Those 100 people, they're going to tell 10 people each. And that's going to create for you the broader shopper. And there'll be 1,000 people in that category. Then those 1,000 people, they're going to tell 10 people each. And that's what's going to create the market growth shopper of 10,000 people. Now, that's a total of about 11,000 people, okay? And if you've got 11,000, you can't have any more. That's your shopping ecosystem full, completely full, full. You can't get any more in your shopping ecosystem than 11,000 people. So what's in it for you? Well, when you do that, and let's go through the 4 stages, okay? You get a once-off income from the direct shopper starter pack bonus. Now, this is just one of the income streams that's available to you from BeCoinWise. You'll get a starter pack bonus on those 10 people of 10 rands each. That's 100 rands. When it gets to the extended shopper starter pack bonus, BeCoinWise give you 5 rands on 100 people. That's 500 rands you'll be getting. Then when we move to the broader shopper starter pack bonus, BeCoinWise give you 10 rands on 1,000 people's starter pack, and that's 10,000 rands. When we get to the market growth starter pack bonus, BeCoinWise will give you 25 rands. 25 rands on 10,000 people, and that's 250,000 rands. Now, the total, if you add that up, the total is 260,600 rands. And you also get a personal starter pack bonus of 50 rands for yourself. How about that? Now, that's a once-off income, and that's available. That's money that is sitting available for you right now. And all you have to do is tell 10 people about BeCoinWise. Well, actually, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to join yourself. Then you tell 10 people. And what 10 people are we going to tell? We're going to tell 10 people that shop, that go shopping on a daily or weekly or monthly basis. We're just going to tell 10 of those people about BeCoinWise. And that's how you get this momentum going. That's how you get started in BeCoinWise. It's that easy. It's that simple. What are we waiting for? It's so inexpensive. It's value for money like never before. And there's just one of the income streams that's available to you. 250,000 rands. Guys, gals, what are we waiting for? I don't know. Okay, so here's another example, okay? Now, this example, this is monthly, not once off like the last slide. This is the potential monthly income that you can be earning as a BeCoinWise member with a full ecosystem of, let's say it was about 11,000 people. Now, this is an example, okay? And this example is based on your shopping community spending 1,000 rands a month. Now, I know and you know that we spend more than that. Our petrol bill or diesel bill for the car is more than 1,000 rands a month. And when we add up all the groceries and the municipal utilities and everything else that we buy, we don't get by on 1,000 rand. But we have made this example the lowest we can possibly go to show you the potential, to show you the exponential growth and earnings that's available to you as a BeCoinWise member. So this is based on your shopping ecosystem community spending 1,000 Rand. Okay, the transaction fee, remember, is 1.5%. So here we go. At the direct shopper reward, okay, you're going to get 10% of that first 10 people's spending. That's 10,000 Rands they'll be spending. You're going to get 10% of the transaction fee. Remember, the transaction fee for this example is 1.5%. You're going to get 15 Rands. Then when we look at the extended shopper reward, BeCoinWise is going to give you 5% on 100 people's spending, and that will come to 75 Rands. When we get to the broader shopper reward category, BeCoinWise is going to give you 15% on 1,000 people spending 1,000 Rand a month, and that comes to 2,250 Rands. And then, of course, when we get to the market growth shopper reward, BeCoinWise is going to give you a colossal, a massive 40% on 10,000 people's monthly spending of 1,000 Rand each, and that comes to 62,000 Rands. That's a total monthly income. Passive income, by the way. Remember that. You're not doing anything for this. All you've done is tell 10 people. But that's a passive monthly income of 62,340 Rands. And of course, you also get 10% of the transaction fee on your own personal shopping. Now, you tell me now, where can you earn that kind of money monthly, every month, by just doing your daily shopping that you do anyway? It's not like we're asking you to do anything different. It's not like BeCoinWise is asking you to buy things at one price and sell them on at another price. You're not having to stockpile things in your house or your garage to the point where you can't get your car or your motorbike in because the place is jam-packed. This is everyday shopping. You saw it in the very first slide, the amount of money that we've been leaving on the table, the amount of money that you and I spend every month. You saw it right at the beginning. This is what's available to you. Now, that's on a full shopping ecosystem, 60,000. Let's just say you had 10% of that. Let's say you've got 1,000 people, just 1,000 people. You'll be earning about 6,000 Rands a month. And before you think, 6,000 Rands, that's not a lot. If you have 15% of a hive, you'll be getting about 8,000 Rands a month from BeCoinWise. And again, if you think, well, that's not a lot of money, do you know how much money you would need to have in the bank to earn 8,000 Rands a month? Let me show you. Okay, so here is a very interesting slide, okay? You would need 1 million Rands in the bank at 10% interest. And, you know, I asked you earlier to name just one bank that has 0 transaction fees. And I think we all agree that there is no bank. Do you know any bank that gives you 10% interest at this moment in time? Again, no. The interest rate at the moment is about, what, 6-7%? But we just, for ease of figures and calculations, have made it 10%. But you won't find the bank. Maybe Investec, the bank might give you 10%. But most banks at the moment, it's about 6-7%. But anyway, you would have to lock up 1 million Rands of your capital for a period of time to get 10% interest, which equates to 8,333 Rands a month. And yet with just 15% of your ecosystem shopping community with BeCoinWise full, you're earning the same money. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying to you that with BeCoinWise and only 1,000 people in your ecosystem, you're already a bank millionaire. You're technically, theoretically, a bank millionaire. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. And if this slide doesn't waken you up to the potential that BeCoinWise is offering you, I don't know what will. If you've got 500,000 Rands in the bank, and that's a lot of money, and it's a lot of money to tie up for a period of time, the bank will give you 4,000 Rands a month. 250,000, you'll get 2,000 Rands a month. Some of you might not feel too grand about that, but never mind. 100,000 rands in the bank, you get 800 rands approximately every month. And yet again, I emphasize and I reiterate to you, with just 1,000 people in your BeCoinWise shopping community, you'll be getting 8,000 rands every month, passive income for just telling 10 other people. And that is absolutely fantastic. You see, you don't need to have 1,000,000 rands capital to get the interest that a millionaire gets. You don't need to tie up 1,000,000 of your capital for a period of time. You just need to realize and see the future and vision of BeCoinWise. That's what you need to do. Okay, so here is also a little fun fact, and we're talking about the decay of money, the value decay caused by transaction fees. Now, in the first slide, you saw those transaction fees. It's 15%, it's 1.5%. It's a lot of money. And you saw that it runs into the millions of rands every month. Well, with just let's use 100 rand as an example. With just a 5% transaction fee on 100 rand, that 100 rand's almost vanished after after maybe 10, 15 transactions. That 100 rand is gone. Now, it's gone not because anybody spent it or lost it. It's gone because tiny slices were skimmed off the top at every step in the transaction process. And I don't need to remind you that you don't see a cent of that. But the banks do, MasterCard does, and so does Visa. Not anymore. We've got BeCoinWise and Sellbucks now. Let's embrace it and let's change our financial situation. Now, my lovely friends, by contrast, okay, if I hand you, let's say, 100 rand note, I give it to you, you give it back to me, I give it to you, you give it to me. We can do that all day long, and that 100 rand will stay 100 rand. That's cash. That's the power of cash. The 100 rand, it stays 100 rand. Doesn't matter how many times we pass it backwards and forwards. The values will circulate. There is no decay. Okay. Now, if that's not good enough, there's something even better, because when you combine BeCoinWise with Sellbucks, something miraculous happens. And it is a miracle. I'm not being blasphemous. This is miraculous. The value of that 100 rand increases the more it's used. Every time we spend 100 rand with BeCoinWise and Sellbucks, the value of that 100 rand increases. It increases the more we use it. Where can you find on planet Earth today a system that does that for you? It's magical. It's miraculous. And you now have the opportunity to be part of it, to be BeCoinWise. So, my lovely friends, get a starter pack tonight. Get the link from the person that invited you to this presentation. Register online. It will take you 3 to 5 minutes. Actually, it's going to take you 1 minute, 90 seconds. You fill in your name, you fill in your cell phone number, your address. That's about it. It's so simple. Then you make the payment. It's very, very important that you make the payment from your bank to the First National Bank account of BeCoinWise. And then the whole system is running. Then we've got things moving. But you've got to do that, and you should be doing that tonight. Now, if you don't know who invited you here tonight, if you arrived here by accident or by chance, well, there's the universe working in your favor. Contact myself, Max Con. I'll send you my link, and you can join with me. And yeah, I'll get you going. If you don't know who invited you, you contact me. I will share the registration details with you. But my lovely friends, do it tonight. Remember at the very beginning, I opened with just a minute little poem to impress upon you the value of time. And when money is concerned, time is very, very important. And the quicker you act, the quicker you're in on the system. I can tell you that BeCoinWise and Sellbucks are still in their infancy. Now, Cellbox is an established company. It's been around for 13 years. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But it's an established digital payment platform. BeCoinWise, we're a year old. We're in our infancy. And the time to join, now listen to me, trust me, believe me, the time to join is not now, it's right now. Because this is the time to be on board. This is the time to be washed away with the momentum that BeCoinWise is creating. If you don't join, nothing will happen. You'll be thinking about it, and you'll be thinking tomorrow about it, and the next day about it. Nothing's going to change. You must not blame the politicians of this country. You must not blame the economy. You must not blame your job, your employer, the conditions. You can only blame yourself. And I don't want you to blame yourself. I want you to see the light tonight. And I want you to join BeCoinWise and be part of the BeCoinWise shopping ecosystem and the Cellbox community and the Cellbox digital payment wallet. And lovely friends, again, I just reiterate a couple of things about Cellbox. As soon as you've paid and unlocked your starter pack, you'll receive an SMS with all your details. I've told you this earlier. Cellbox has been in business for over 13 years. What have they done in those 13 years? Well, they've transacted over 60 million transactions with a value of 15 billion rands. 15 billion, not 15 million, 15 billion rands. That's the power of BeCoinWise and Cellbox. And it's now made available to you for the princely sum, Mapule, the princely sum of 350 rands, my sister. I'm looking at you on the video. What an opportunity, what a golden opportunity. But you know what? Sometimes people don't recognize opportunity because they're blinded. They're blinded by years of financial hardship and they don't see past that. And yet here you have in your midst, right in front of you, a vehicle that will take you at great speed from where you are financially to where you should be financially. And I really believe that we should all be financially fluent and financially afloat. I think we should have disposable income. After everything's paid, we should have disposable income that we can spend on the niceties of life. And with BeCoinWise and Cellbox, that is becoming a reality. That has been made possible. And all you have to do to be part of it, all you have to do is join BeCoinWise tonight for 350 rands. You know, my lovely friends, if it was 3,500 rands, it would be a bargain. If it was 35,000 rands, it would still be worth joining. But it's not 35,000 rands. It's not 3,500 rands. It's only 350 rands to get all of this. You know what? I remind you that Cellbox is not a bank. Cellbox is better than a bank. Cellbox is much, much better than a bank. One thing and one thing only that can, strengthen that statement: zero transaction fees. Again, I ask you for about the third time tonight, name just one bank, not two or three, just one bank that gives you zero transaction fees. There's none. So there you go. The way to go, the way forward is BeCoinWise and Cellbox. My lovely friends, we've come to the end of the presentation. Tomorrow, maybe even tonight, you're going to shop again. We shop every day. We have to for basic necessities. If you are alive, if you're blinking your eyelids, if you're looking and seeing me and hearing me now, and if you're breathing, you need to shop, you need to eat to sustain life. It's just one of the facts. The only question I have for you before I leave you tonight is, will you earn from that or not? And remember the golden rule. You're going to earn and save on your own shopping, but not just that. You're going to earn and save on everybody else's shopping. Now, just quickly, if you've got a smart shopper card, that's great. You save a few rands and you earn a few rands, but you earn nothing from the 10 people behind you in the shopping queue. And the same with the Checkers X card and any other loyalty program. You can name any one of them. It's all individualized. You don't get anything on anybody else. Not anymore. BeCoinWise has created this unique sovereign system that allows you to save and earn, and allow you to save and earn on everybody that's in your shopping ecosystem. And that, my lovely friends, is the fundamental difference. That is the golden rule that you need to understand. You need to understand that it is a golden opportunity. It's a golden hive. You know what? We were all born to be alive. We were born to thrive and be part of the hive of the BeCoinWise system. So, my lovely friends, the time is now. Again, I'm emphasizing, I'm sounding like a parrot tonight. I'm sounding like a stuck record. But I really want to get it across to you. Join tonight. Join right now. Become a member of BeCoinWise and Sellbucks. Shop smart, earn more. Let's grow together. Okay, so here's some contact details, because BeCoinWise is very, very contactable. BeCoinWise wants you to contact them. Any query, anything you don't understand, anything you're unsure about, contact BeCoinWise. How are you going to do that? You can WhatsApp BeCoinWise on 2761 501 0386. You can SMS BeCoinWise on 278393 0043 959814. You can send an email. If you have a detailed query, maybe best send an email to support@becw.co.za. If you want to check out more about BeCoinWise, if there's something I didn't explain tonight, or maybe you don't understand, you can go onto the website right now, the World Wide Web, www.becw.co.za. You can go onto that website and you can learn more about BeCoinWise there. And of course, you can connect, you can follow, you can like, you can comment on all the major social media platforms such as YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, WhatsApp, and of course, my lovely friends, the very platform we're using tonight, and that is Zoom. So that's all the contact details for BeCoinWise. And I'm just going to stop sharing the screen now. And we're going back to this one. Great. Okay, so my lovely friends, the time to join is now. I know you've enjoyed the presentation, so make tonight the night that your life changes. Join BeCoinWise tonight. I always like to finish with a little poem. And, I always start with the impressing upon you the value of time. And I like to finish by igniting you, by detonating a bomb. I'm just joking. But I like to set you on fire. And this is a little poem. And if any of you want the words to this poem, I'll send it to you. Just contact me. I'll send it to you, because it's very, very inspirational. And you can use it in all aspects of your life. But what I want you to do tonight, my lovely friends, I want you to ignite the higher fire within you. You see, we've all got a fire within us, but some of us just leave it sort of simmering. We never really rev it up. It's like having a car and, driving it at idle. You'll get nowhere fast, if anywhere. So ignite the higher fire within you. Never, ever give up. You must aspire to acquire the desire that you admire and require. Then, when you do that, you become a live wire on fire. Should you misfire and backfire on the way, don't retire or perspire. Rather, shine like the sapphire. Become the high flyer, refire and acquire the desire that you admire and require. My lovely friends, my name's been Max Khan, is Max Khan. Mapula, my name is Max Khan. It's been fantastic being with you tonight. And I look forward to the day where we can all meet at a Be Coinwise presentation and we can all look at each other with a smile like the golden morning sun that tells us we have changed our financial situation because we understand just a little bit more how money works. We now realize the money that we were leaving on the table, and we're not leaving it on the table anymore. We are getting some of that money and we're getting it back through something that we've been doing and we always will be doing. That's basic shopping. So, my lovely friends, until I see you again, may all your days be happy and joyful and full of Be Coinwise. May you live as long as you want to and want to for as long as you live. And I can promise you, with Be Coinwise and Sellbucks, you'll want to live forever. I'm Max Khan. It's been great being with you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Good night.